Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Resident Evil HD Expert Guide, Chris Hard difficulty with your host Accountant Third, aka Joey, that's my name. And here we go. So in this episode we will do the last remaining things we have to do in the mansion, like unlocking the last doors, getting the last secrets out of the window, fighting a big snake, and much more. So see you all after the intro. Bye! So our first goal is to get the shotgun. Perfectly dodged, man. So this is the last key for real we have to use on this simple lock, and there we will find a great defensive item, the flash grenade. And the broken shotgun. So Willow, the window zombie which is in the next room, can be a problem sometimes, but this time I was fast enough to get away from him, and this closet zombie is no match either, because he will always stand to the wall and you will not have to fear him. And before we get the shotgun, let's prepare some other riddle. Trent the zombie on the balcony in the dining hall has now moved to the other side of the balcony. We can safely push this statue over the edge, because it holds a blue gem which we want to use. When returning to the main hall, you will see where Trent is standing and just go around the other way if need be. Let's see how the dummies are doing. Doing dumb as ever. Keep in mind we have now a easy route, backtracking route through the courtyard to the exit point into the gardens. And here comes our fun part. Take this flash grenade! Oh, close. And one single bullet is enough. Headshot! This is the benefit of flash grenades. They allow you to blow off zombie heads and get rid of them. Jill doesn't have these grenades. She will only knock them down and must fear Crimson Head transformations. Finally, the shotgun. This sounds bad. Let's use the broken one. And we avoided another trap, this ceiling coming down. If we take the shotgun without to hang the other back, then we can easily return into the room and hang the original shotgun back, which is a little bit of a shame, because when we are trapped with Jill in this room, then she can't return to the other room to hang the shotgun back. This would be a very unfair punishment if they have Chris die when he doesn't put the shotgun back. I would have done it, they didn't. The next puzzle we have to solve requires a musical note, a piece of a musical note, and a little girl curious for piano play. But first, let's get back to where Richard was. Do you see the shadow? Don't fall for this zombie. I once fell for him. This zombie is best be avoided. Good, it's dark in here. Here you can get a pistol clip. It's the second pistol clip you can get on this second floor east wing. Let's push this cardboard. Because when we light the candles, the zombie will come through the door. By the way, this table here is a bullet sponge. I don't know, the collision model with this table is that no bullet will reach the zombie or the other side of the table, so avoid shooting the zombie. Ethan and Earl, the dining room zombies, will never break through the door when they are inside the room. That's why I said let Ethan go into the room, so you don't have to worry of him outside anymore. Remember the blue gem and the statue we pushed over the edge? It is time to get them. And we will also take the emblem. I like how the music has changed now. The riddle with the tiger eyes. A tiger glowing with blue and yellow light. We have a blue gem. Let's use it. I realized something. I can't pick up the shotgun shells because I need at least 2 free item slots for the next room we go to. Hey Bob, excuse me, thank you. The piano room. Don't look at this background, you saw it for a short period of time, you see it again, it's the ugliest background in the remaster. There are some backgrounds in the game that didn't work well with the remastering, and this one seems to be one of the very bad ones. Let's check the musical notes. A section of the music is missing, leaving only the end and the beginning of the music. But since we have the other notes from the small dining room, we can now combine both and make Chris hopefully play piano.
It's me, Chris.
Rebecca.
That sounded like Moonlight Sonata.
No, it didn't.
Can you play? Oh, what was that?
My interpretation is off a little. Let me practice for a while.
Okay, Becky, do it.
Sure. But don't get too carried away.
Oh, I won't.
If we say no to her, she will continue playing the piano and you can't do nothing about it. Ha, Bob. Nice music. Huh. Chilling out. Whoop. So I don't know if there is a time limit how long it takes for Rebecca to learn the Moonlight Sonata right. The only solution I can give you is to leave the west wing and go to the east wing. So it is a good idea to just leave something in the east wing uncovered so you can return there and then return to Rebecca. That was unexpected. I thought you were on the other side, buddy. And we get rid of this key finally. And that's the armor room with the armor room puzzle. In the middle we can read, "Who to those who disturb my sleep?" And when we push it, poisonous gas will come out and set Chris into danger mode. There's something in this, but the crate is in the way and you can't reach it. So do you see the pictures of the knights on the wall? I always thought they are important to solve this puzzle, and we have to push the statues in the specific order of them, but it's not true. So the next thought is maybe we have to outmatch the statues. I don't know, Pike is good against sword but bad against axe, and shield is good against axe but bad against sword, something like that. The only solution for this riddle is to push the statues in the order you saw me pushing them. Nobody knows what the trick is behind this puzzle. I even asked in the Steam forum and nobody has ever any clue what's the logic behind it. Anyway, we have the puzzle box. Let's check it out. There's a design of the sun and the moon. On the plate it says, "Sunshine will awaken me." So let's check how the sun symbols look like. They look like this. This is the moon symbol. This is the moon symbol. So this is the sun symbol. And when both of these are pushed, the sun is glowing and we get the dead mask. This is one of the riddles many players will solve the first time they play this, because of its simplicity. And I heard a zombie coming out of the door and I don't know which one. Well, we are done at the East Wing and can return to Rebecca. She should be able to play the Moonlight Sonata now in full. And while we're at it, let's get the shotgun shells. We have enough inventory space. On the hard difficulty you will get approximately 30 shotgun shells and that's it. You won't get any more. So use the shotgun wisely when you play it on hard. Don't be a dick, Bob.
Chris! I think I got it.
Practice makes perfect.
What's this? Be careful, Chris.
Becky, you can watch into the room. You see exactly what's inside. Why are you worried? Tell me. And we are behind the room with the tentacle plant. Oh, a new diary. Trevor's diary. 11 days have passed since arriving on this estate. How did I end up like this? A guy in a lab coat brought me a meager plate of food and said, "Sorry to put you through this, but it's for security reason." That's when it hit me. It all makes sense now. There are only two people that know the secret of this mansion, Sir Spencer and myself. If they kill me, Sir Spencer will be the only person that knows the secret. But for what purpose? It doesn't matter now. It's too dangerous here. My family. I hope they are all alright. I've decided to escape. Jessica, Lisa, I pray you are safe. How could I be so careless? I lost my favorite lighter, the one Jessica gave me for my birthday. Now it's going to be that much harder to escape this dark place. It's the same lighter that Jill will pick up, by the way. November 13th. The date when my fate was sealed. My aunt was hospitalized just 3 days before that. Jessica and Lisa said they were going to visit her. I wish I could be there with them. But wait, even as I'm writing, my memory is coming back to me more vividly. Just before I passed out, I remember the man in the lab coat said something like, "Most likely your family is already." I pray for their safety. Somehow I managed to get out of that room, but getting out of this mansion won't be as easy. I have to get past all the booby traps, tiger eyes, gold emblem. I have to try and remember for my own sake. George Trevor, he's the one that built this mansion. It's good that we have this wooden emblem, isn't it?
You all right in there?
Yeah.
Something about Chris's "yeah" sounds odd to the other times he speaks, as if it was pitched down. Okay, Bob. Bye, Bob. This is the last time we see each other. Have a good undead life. Let's get the second to last key of the mansion, and this key opens the attic. Many first-time players complain they don't know how to solve this puzzle, and there is no clue how to solve it, but there is. Just check the damn surroundings. A picture of two knights striking each other. The short sword has been thrust into the breast of one knight, while the other long sword has pierced the head of the other. This is all you need to know to solve this puzzle, so if you are a new player at Resident Evil, keep your eyes open to the backgrounds. Everything you need is there. When the two have run each other through, the path to your destiny will open. You can turn the gears inside the clock, and if you remember how these old clocks work, then you know that the big gear is always for the smaller needle. And that's why we turn the smaller needle to left. You can see the emblems of sword, helm, shield and armor here. And these correspond to the picture we just checked out. This solves the puzzle. It's as easy as that. I experienced these old clocks, so I'm not one of you guys from the newer generation of people. I remember old clocks. Yep, and I can even read old clocks. Anyway, mention key. The shield key, finally. Okay, let's go to the attic. Oh yeah, in the beginning of the video I said we will fight the big poisonous snake or venomous snake, but I lied. We won't fight it, we will just run away. So I heard a zombie came through the door, and it's this one. But since he left the room, he is no longer here. No zombies in this hallway, they are all in the small dining room. Huh, no ammo on hard. nothing catches your interest in particular? Because there is nothing. Jill will be positioned before the snake, and Chris gets the bad thing. He will positioned in the middle of the snake. So my tip is turn around, get to the mask, take the mask and get the hell out of here. Nothing happened, great. If you saved Richard and you get poisoned, Rebecca will come and find the unconscious Chris, and you have to play as her to get the serum to Chris. If you haven't saved Richard, Rebecca will be mad at you and she won't come to help Chris, and he has to get the serum himself. Ha! Ha! So all 4 zombies are in the room now. I wanted to go through this door. Now I can't anymore. Let's go through the small library then. The zombie you hear is in the room with the stuffed animal head, in case you wonder. Good. We don't need the pistol anymore, so let's get rid of it. We have 6 inventory spaces and we have 3 dead masks plus 1 which is still on the floor in the courtyard, so here we go. I also said we won't go through this door again, but we go through this door for the 2nd time. If we would have gone through this door a 3rd time, it would be broken. You can imagine how hard it is for me to comment this game. I played it so many times, I know it like the back of my right hand, and to say something interesting about it is it's hard to catch. Oh look, the dummies are gone. Yep, they have moved to another part of the game, so we will see them again. These are the 2 shotgun shell packages we can find in Dimension on the hard difficulty. The one behind the tiger and the one outside here, and that's it. We will later find more of these in Dimension, but these are the ones we can get right now. Let's embrace this scene. By the way, this room is fully recreated in polygons. In the previous version this was all pre-rendered backgrounds and the dynamic lighting was nothing else than VMV. I wish they would have recreated all the areas in the game like that, but it was too expensive, I guess. And that's it, the first Crimson Head we fought and defeated. It's speculated this zombie here is George Trevor, the one that built the mansion. And there is not much clue about him not being George. Normally you would find shotgun shells on the ground, but you will find this magazine instead on hard difficulty. And we will get this metal object which will help us to leave the mansion once and for all. Thank you. It's just a dog, don't worry. So there's something special about the room. I show you a screenshot of the beta version of the game. You can see there are two pathways Chris could have gone. But they cut it out, so it was only one door. And the crank you could find here in the original game has been placed to the place it was originally intended, in the forest.
Respond. Wesker?
Monster chains. Treat. Not exist. Wave. Woods outside the mansion.
Too late for that, Wesker. We are already in the forest surrounding the mansion. Wow, I can't believe how awesome the outdoor areas in this game look, man. They're gorgeous. The gate will open when the guard dog's desires are fulfilled. The first hint. Let's check the dogs. A statue with red eyes. The destination reads the war cry of revenge. A statue with blue eyes. The last gasp of destruction. Okay, we have a dog with a red eyes and a dog with blue eyes. And we see these dogs here which have blue and red coloring. But first let's find the second hint to solve this puzzle. Some kind of postways accompanied by corresponding destinations. North, Valley of Destruction. South, Cave of Hatred. East, Summit of Madness. And West, Path of Revenge. So now you can count 1 and 1 together and you have 2. Or you just do my simple solution. Make the gogs stop with the arrow facing to the lower right corner of the screen. Make that one too. Stop pointing to the lower right corner of the screen. The goal is to make each dogs look away from each other. The reason why I'm walking here is when you run you will alert the crows and they will come after you. But you... What's that? Oh, look at this area. It's so beautiful. Oh, my eyes have an orgasm right now. Oh. The fog, everything. I wonder why they did cut this out of the original game. I would love to get my hands on screenshots of the areas from the original. We are in a second garden shed. And this is an interesting one, because this firewood looks fresh. So someone must have placed it and ignited it. This looks like a bed. And there we have a family picture. The journal left by someone. Who wrote this note and why it is so disgustingly bad in grammar? Ah, take a look, it's the crank. Did I say wrench? I meant crank. My advice for you is when you first play it, examine the crank and it will be a square crank. Square crank? Square crank? Okay, I will take with me this ink ribbon and I will take with me this wind crest. Wait a moment. Did something just open the door? Alright, this concludes the third part of Resident Evil HD Expert walkthrough with your host Ekans aka Joey, that's me. And we see us all in the next episode. Please don't forget to write comments, like the video, share the video, and have a great time. See ya. Bye.